Okay, Scorpio. What's going on? Let's get it going. I just want to invite my best friend because he never gets to see me do these. So I just want to invite him. Before we get started, real quick. Oh, it's lit. Alrighty. Okay. Hey, Dallas. Alrighty, so let's get it going. Scorpio, what's going on? You know, y'all been having a little fun, huh? I've been seeing some Scorpios having some good old times. Some Scorpios, not all, because some other Scorpios, nah, those is just ungrateful ones. Y'all having time. I said, wait a minute. Those is just the ungrateful ones. Y'all be having y'all times. So, with that being said, let's dive into it. We're going to dive into your reality using the small deck of cards, which is pretty much just going to give us the details of your reality. And then with the bigger deck of cards, we're going to pretty much... Oh, I'm being nosy, huh? Oh, the bigger ones is just pretty much going to give us the confirmations to your to the reading that we're perceiving through the smaller deck of cards. So with that being said, let's get it going. Pardon me. I'm just fixing myself because apparently his clothes don't want to fit me. I threw them in the dryer for too long. But oh well, that's a little cute. Anyway, let's get it. Let's get it, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on in your reality. Thank you guys for being here. We already got two. These two cards that just fell just made me laugh. Because that's so Scorpio of you. Saw my hair just like fell in my face when I said that. It's so Scorpio of you. I'm gonna leave that one like that. I feel like I could hear y'all like, what does it say? I'm gonna tell you now. Another one fell. Jesus. Okay. We'll keep those there because that fell like that. The other two, I just picked those back up. Alrighty. Let me grab this one real quick. Okay. It felt like this. Actually, I did see it. I think it goes here. So we have a good 6 cards that fell through that one flip. So there's a lot going on in your reality, huh? It's quite some interesting things. Now, I want to say this. Let's just start with the reading. I got the Judgment card reversed, right? Judgment card reversed. What fell on top of it is the 8 of Swords, right? Swords is represented by the air sign. Air is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So, what I first saw when these two cards fell, what I first saw was that you're judging yourself for something that you're doing, and you can't seem to find what it is to help you get past the judgment part. That's pretty much what I'm seeing here. And what you really got to realize is that you're the one doing it to yourself. Like there's nothing going on. Like you're the one doing it to yourself. Like if you did something, it's kind of like you're beating yourself up about it, Scorpio, but you don't need to beat yourself up about it because in all reality, what's showing is that you didn't do anything wrong. I think you're just looking at it or perceiving it that way. And then there's these two cards. So I have the Chariot here, which talks about, balancing the polarities. And then we have the 9 of Wands here, but it's reversed. I want to say that that's you balancing the polarities, Scorpio, actually. So I'm starting to see what's going on now. I want to say that this was in the past. Maybe this was something that you did or experienced in the past. If this is not now, I want to say that this is the past, because what these two cards pretty much just said is that you just overcame that. So because this card is pretty much this card right here. They're almost the same thing. It's just this is represented by fire energy. This is represented by air energy. But we're talking about balancing opposing energies, right? Fire is opposing to air. This is the card that's telling us to balance it. We just hopped from air. Now we in the fire. Now we got the card that's telling us to balance it. I think you're pretty much balanced, Scorpio. So, and that's really what this is saying. Like, this had to be in the past. Like, this had to be something that happened. And I don't want to say, like, in the past, like, 5-10 years ago. I mean, the past really could have been 5 minutes ago, for all we know, you know? I just want to say it's something that already happened. That's what it seems like, and it seems as if you overcame and you balanced that, which is great. That's great to see, Scorpio. Now, you got the Queen of Wands here, which is another fire energy. And now, you have the Seven of Wands, which is more fire energy. So if there isn't a fire sign in your reality, then I don't know what's going on, because that's a lot of fire energy, unless we're talking about a passion or some type of creativity. But that's not what I'm seeing here. Like, that's not what the situations is pretty much showing me. Like, they're kind of showing me that there's like the fact that these look like two people, like these look like two different people in your reality, giving you two different energies, you know what I mean? But the energies are not that much different from each other. And then also, the Chariot has a lot of moons. But then also, I don't know, I felt like I had to say that because you're water and the moons is represented by Cancer, which is a water sign. But all these wands here is represented by fire, and I'm really just getting the same thing, to be honest. Like, it's not like I'm getting something different. I'm just really getting the same thing, that there was problematics coming in, or maybe you were feeling like you were fighting or something like that, but now it's like I'm not getting that you're going through anything like that. I'm getting that you were going through things and you've been overcoming them, like, in different ways. Like, you've been overcoming them here through balancing. You've been overcoming it here through, like, creativity and through, like, passion. And you've been doing things to overcome your, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe maybe the reading is coming out this way because maybe you're not acknowledging that in your reality. Maybe, and that's possibly what it is. Like, you probably don't realize or acknowledge that you've overcame a lot, or you've been overcoming a lot, and that could really be I'm getting the fact that that's really the reason why the reading is coming out like this, is for you to acknowledge your reality, Scorpio, that you've been overcoming so much in your reality throughout time, especially from a time when you felt like this, and you felt like this, and you felt like you were stuck and you didn't really have much, or you felt like anything you were going to do was just the wrong thing to do. And for you to be creating such a balance, through, like, creativity and through, like, passion, and you are feeling it. Like, you are feeling it. You know what I mean? I love that, Scorpio. So that's really what this is representing. I don't feel like we need to dive any more into this because those 6 cards did it. I'm going to go ahead and dive into the confirmation cards. If we get at least 2, I don't need to dive into it anymore. But if we don't get 2, then I'll keep pulling until if we get more than 2, then we get more, you know? That's just what it is. How's it going? I don't know if I told you happy birthday. I know you did message me about that. So, Scorpio, just be mindful that a Virgo just popped into the live. And mind you, my phone is being weird, so I know there's people watching me, but the live wasn't telling me that there was people. So I just literally had, like, no numbers up here. I just was talking. Me and me was talking. But now, randomly, it says one person's here, and I know more than one person is here, which is funny. And that person's a Virgo, so just be mindful that a Virgo popped up in there. Like, yes, Virgo popped up. So, let's see what's going on in your reality, Scorpio. Wow. You saw how it just... Nah, I'm not going to touch the cards. Look at this. Look. Look how they fell. Look how they fell. They just fell. And this one just was like, nah, I'm right here. So that's Ace of Cups. It talks about security and a helping hand. That's not what I'm getting. I like when it says certain things. Sometimes I read them if I feel like it applies, and then sometimes I don't. In this specific case, I don't feel like that applies because there's not, like I said, there's really not much going on besides you elevating. And what this card is showing me is that what it says is that you need a helping hand, but that's not has nothing to do with what we are speaking about. You see what I mean? What I'm getting from the card in all reality, if you just look at the picture, because I got it reversed, it looks like a cup that's pouring water out, but you see how that water is controlled? You don't see that water really pouring out. You see what I mean? It's like controlled water. I just want to say that this is the energy of you, Scorpio. You are fixed sign. You are controlled water. You are not poured out water. You are not Pisces, which is back and forth water. You are calm water. You are Scorpio. So with that being said, this is pretty much just representing your energy and your essence. You see this white bird here? When you see white, that's purity. You see what I do the readings on? White, purity, because we just want the purest energy. We don't want anything, you know, too much, too chaotic, or too many of anything. We just want pure because we just want to keep it that way, so that way we could perceive clearly. So that's pretty much what this card is. It's just showing your pure energy, your pure essence, and how you're controlling and balancing your emotions within your reality. And that's just really what I'm getting. And you're guided in that sense. That's what that bird is also. Like, you're guided in that direction, or not in that direction, in that you are just guided in your reality right now. Whether it's physical, spiritual, you are just guided right now. So I went to go shuffle. And look at the card that I opened to. It's the Queen of Wands. That's literally this card right here. Look. I opened to shuffle and I saw it there. I'm going to still shuffle though. Excuse me. Alrighty. I need to do some yoga and some meditation. Alright. So I only got one card. I already told you, Scorpio, if I got only one, then I'll go ahead to pull for another one. But if I pull two, then I didn't need to pull for another one. So let's just see. I don't know why. I felt the need to say that. I don't even eat McDonald's, man. We are not promoting McDonald's here. All right. I completed the deck. I went through it. Another card fell. So I think this is just what we're dealing with, is just these two cards. So we got the Ace of Cups and we got the King of Wands reversed. Remember what I said, though. I'll read it. But if I feel like it doesn't apply, I'm going to interpret it how I see it. So it says restless, outspoken, and ambitious. But since it's reversed, it's the opposite. Maybe you're being... What I'm getting from these two cards is that you're being very much Virgo. Like, you're being like, oh, like introverted, or you're probably not speaking up about how you feel about things. And I was just speaking about that to Libra as well, because Libra is actually doing that as well. The stubbornness and the I'm not going to express my emotions, I'm going to lock in and stuff. Like, no, don't do that, especially since that's your nature. Like, that's your nature. Like, people are used to you doing that. So when you speak out, like, people aren't going to listen to you. You understand? So if you feel the need in a situation to speak out, then, you know, speak out on the situation. Don't, especially if it's helping pertain to your elevation. Just remember that everything that we said here was about you elevating. So if you're elevating in your reality right now, but then there's a situation going on, and you don't express yourself or speak on that situation, that could literally, you know, that could interfere with your elevation. So you actually releasing the energy, or you actually speaking to people and telling people like, hey, I feel like this. Even if you write a letter, even if you send somebody a song, just to express it and release it, so that way you are not feeling locked in with emotions and you can continue to elevate. When you lock in with the emotions, that kind of affects how you interact with the rest of your reality. And we don't want that. So with that being said, Scorpio, just be mindful of that this week. I hope this definitely helps you and worked out for you. I feel like we dove into your reality pretty deeply, and I'm happy that we did. So I hope this definitely helps with this week. We will be back next week, of course. So you know that we're gonna dive into your reality again. I'm gonna post this on my Facebook. So in the description is my TikTok and my Instagram if you want to follow me on those two things. And on TikTok, I definitely pull tarot cards to any question that anybody asks me, and I do that for free if you want to ask me any questions. But also, if you want to book an appointment with me, you can click the link in my bio. Also, my YouTube link is in the bio. So If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to access all the horoscopes and any horoscope that I did within the past year, because I do create playlists and there is one specifically for you, Scorpio. So you'll be able to access all the horoscopes that I did specially for you this past year. So with that being said, I'm sending much love and light, and we are about to go ahead and start with Sagittarius.